Before we start this video, can you all just appreciate this bloat gut that I'm giving you guys today? I get quite a bit of messages saying, oh my gosh, you probably don't ever get bloated. Your stomach's so flat. Are you serious? I was going to wear a shirt that covered it up, but I figured I would just bless your eyes with my period bloats. Yeah, I looked in the mirror after this and I was like, well, might as well eat cheesecake. And then I ate a slice of cheesecake, and then I ate another slice. So just so you guys know, everyone gets bloated, even people who have abs. And yes, it does with us mentally sometimes. All right, let's get to this story time.
I put this story time on my beauty channel a long time ago, but since my beauty channel is basically dead, because I never post on it, and I highly doubt I ever will, because I'm very lazy when it comes to multiple pages, I'm gonna tell it right here. Yes, I'm going to willingly tell you a very embarrassing story of when my wig fell off in public, in broad daylight. Let's do this. So I've always worn fake hair. I was a crazy kid. I loved to play, I loved to get crazy, and my mom didn't know what the to do with my hair to keep it snatched. So she would always incorporate braids and other things to help my natural hair just not get messed up because I was a crazy kid. So as I grew into a teenager, I started doing some intense sport. And with that, I still would wear fake hair because just with sweats and black people hair, I was gonna look a mess because I'm lazy and I don't want to do hair. Fake hair kind of is a lot easier, at least for me. I would look like this if I didn't wear fake hair, because I ain't trying to impress nobody if it's gonna take me more than 5 minutes. All right, now that that's all said and done. So I'm just used to wearing fake hair. So as a teen, I got into something called crochet braid. And my mom was the one that would always take care of my hair. She always made sure that we had long hair down to our booty. Don't ask why I had fake hair if my hair was long. I don't know, it was just easier with the sweat. It's a black girl thing. Let me live, okay? Just pay attention to the story. So my mom always took very good care of our hair. When I didn't do sports, then I would wear my hair out. When I did wear sports, she would put fake hair in and make sure to take it out very carefully. Now, one week, my mommy was out of town and my hair was just bugging me. You know when you get to that point where you just want to take your weave or your extensions or your crochet braids, which I had, out of your head. You just want to scratch your scalp. You just want your fingernails to touch your scalp. You want the air to touch your scalp. You want to breathe. You want your scalp to breathe. Anyone who wears fake hair knows the feeling. So one day at track, I was really complaining about my hair. I was just tired of tapping it. I just wanted to itch it like a normal human being. But my mom was out of town and my friend said, oh, I'm black, I can take it out for you. And so she did. So little 17-year-old me and my friend, let's call her Tayana, get to my place. We hack out the scissors. That was the first wrong move. And then I handed the scissors to my friend, which was the second wrong move. And I sat down right in front of her while we watched the Maury show. And she starts taking out my crochet braid and everything's fine and dandy, and then I hear and it felt like a chunk of hair got cut from my scalp. Not like a piece of hair, but a chunk. And I was like, she's black, she knows what she's doing. That's what she said, that she's black and she knows what she's doing. About 1 minute later, I feel another. And then the fan turns in our direction because we have the fan that moves like this. And once it turns to us, I feel a blissful wind on 2 parts of my scalp. Just specifically 2 parts, right here, right in the front, and then back here. And I say, what's going on? And I reach my hand up to my head and I feel 2 bald spots. And you know what my friend says? I didn't do that. I didn't do that. You didn't? So I just pulled out chunks of my hair while my hands were down here on my lap while we watched Maury. I did that? While you have scissors in your hand? I must have some type of Harry Potter type powers, because that's something I never knew I could do.
Expecto Patronum!
So now I've got two noticeably large bald spots on my head. Not only right here in the back, right in the front. A 7-headed female's worst nightmare. Like large forehead. You know, like forehead, I have a 7 head, and now I have a bald spot right in front, making me look like I have an even bigger forehead. So at that point, I had a freaking 10 head on one side of my forehead. So then I wanted to do damage control. I was like, how can I make this better? Putting a chemical on my hair, a relaxer. In my head, straight hair was going to help cover the bald spots. Not sure how that works, but that's what I thought at the time. So I drive myself to some random beauty salon, and I'm like, put a relaxer in this head. Cover these bald spots. I need this covered now. Before school on Monday, because kids are horrible and they're gonna make fun of me even more. So they put a relaxer in. It kind of covered what I needed to cover. Oh God, what the heck? That's just gonna show how this is gonna go. So it kind of covered what it needed to cover. And after about, what, a week, I noticed some of my hair starting to fall out more in chunks.
This is fine.
Oh, I was having a good time with this. So I would comb my hair and I would just get chunks of hair in my comb. Or if I would run my hands through my hair, I would just get chunks of hair. And I just couldn't believe it. So that's what I did. I just didn't believe it. My hair is not gonna fall out. I've always had long hair. It's not falling out. My hair would never fall out. My hair loves me. It's just part of my imagination. Hair goes through shedding processes. That's what Google said. That's what's happening right now. These chunks, they're not real. They're not real. The reality didn't settle in until my long hair was now up to here.
I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently. That's okay.
Maybe even shorter, actually. It was like a pixie cut. A pixie cut that I did not want or ask for. I was horrified. I don't feel like I have the face for short hair. I feel like the hair didn't go with my body. I just looked very unattractive in my head. I was traumatized. I was pissed. But then something happened. For some reason, that day on my computer, an ad popped out for wigs. And I said, I can just wear a wig. I can wear a wig and just cover up everything. Just cover it all up. I don't want to look at that. I look horrible. And I might have not looked horrible, but I was so insecure at that time. In my head, I looked horrible and I hated myself. So don't need to say, oh, I bet you look beautiful. I hated it, and that's what I thought. So the heavens opened and God said, get a wig, and all your troubles will be solved. I didn't have time to order a wig and wait for that pesky shipping process, so I drove on down to a place called North Park in San Diego, to a place called Beauty Supply Warehouse, where the employees, at least back then, were very rude. Yes, I heard you ladies making fun of me and my hair. I have very good hearing. Thank you for making me feel even more insecure than I was at that time. You guys are wonderful employees. And so I go there, and even though it's not the most beautiful wig place and the employees suck and they talk about you, like them standing right there as they talk about you, they have a ton of wig. And right when I walked in, I fell in love. And I was like, I wear fake hair anyway. How different is it to wear a wig? And then my natural hair can get healthier again and my hair will go back to normal. So I am now kind of excited. I pick out a crap ton of wigs. I was like, if I'm going to wear hair that's gonna cover up everything, I wanna be a different person. I wanna catfish these men. I want to be blonde, I want to be pink, I want to have red hair, I want everything. I want to be a different person every day of the week. And so I got 7 wigs. 7 mother wigs. I was so excited. I literally was like, how did I not know of this wonderful world of wigs before? This is fun. So I ended up going to school with my new wig. I actually told people that it was a weave because, once again, teenagers are mean. and I'm pretty sure someone would snatch it off my head. So I got a crap ton of compliments. Everybody loved it. I didn't end up wearing all of the wigs. I stuck to one, and then like the next month I would change, because I forgot that, you know, kids are kind of horrible. And yes, they might get in trouble for snatching that wig off your head, but you're still sitting there with no wig on your head. And they're gonna make fun of that instead of the person that pulled it off. So everyone loved my wig, weave, that's what I told people. And I felt so confident, I felt a lot happier, and I was like, hey, I can do this. I love the whole wig thing. So this was when I only would do my heavy workouts, like my very intense workouts on the weekends. So I went through all week just loving myself, loving the hair. This was the solution. I feel good. So Saturday mornings are my run days, and I am feeling extra motivated that day. So I get my little Nike shoes, my Adidas shorts. I ain't got no type. Probably a sports bra that's from Walmart. And then I put my wig on, and I'm like, I look like a little fitness cutie. And I hop downstairs for a morning run, and everything is going great. I do this thing where on the chorus parts of the songs I sprint, and then on the verses I do a leisure jog. So then I'm just not going at a constant speed. I'm kind of, you know, switching it up for my muscle. And then I get to this big steep hill, and I'm like, I'm gonna sprint this thing. And I do. And I'm sprinting, quads pumping, glutes burning, hair just flowing in the wind, and I feel fantastic. And I get to the top, and I look down, and I'm like, I'm gonna sprint down too. It'll be a nice little easier thing than sprinting uphill. So I start sprinting downhill fast. And all of a sudden, a gust of wind comes on by, and I feel my wig, while I'm running, lift up from my head and fly off from my head, all while I'm still running. And not only does it fly off my head, but it flies off and drops into a construction zone full of men. The black men start laughing their ass off. Everyone else there just looks completely confused and horrified, and they probably think natural hair fell off my head, and they're wondering if they should help me or not. Now I'm still running, wig cap on my head and all, and I was not gonna stop because I didn't want them to see my face. And as I'm running like this, I hear, "Excuse me, ma'am," and I slightly start to look back, and I'm like, there's this man chasing after me with my wig in his hand, trying to give me back my wig. And I'm like, oh no, you are not seeing my face. At that time, I was relatively good at track, so I put my track background to work, and I sprinted all the way home with the wig cap still on my head. I have never had so many emotions. I was laughing, crying, with a lot of shame, all at the same time. I looked so stupid with a wig cap on my head and some man chasing me with my wig. So you see, at that time, I had no clue how to secure a wig. I would just, you know, tighten the straps, slap it on my head, and I thought I was good to go. I wasn't good to go. I was running around the suburbs with a wig cap on my head, laughing and crying all at the same time. And if that's not a scary sight to people who aren't used to wigs, I don't know what is. Newbie wig wearers, wig tips 101. Glue that, bobby pin that, sew that down. Or some man might be chasing you down, trying to hand deliver your wig that just fell off, all while a bunch of black guys laugh at you. So you guys, that was the story time about when my wig fell off my 7 head in public in front of a bunch of dudes. I hope it made you feel a lot better about yourself. I'm sure any embarrassing story you have won't top that. But you can try. Tell me your most embarrassing story in the comment section. I read all the comments and I want to hear this. If you think yours can top that, let's go. I'm competitive. Battle of the most embarrassing stories. Looking forward to reading all of your comments. By the way, all of my beauty channel stuff is coming on here. My thoughts of different products, my thoughts of different wigs, my thoughts of different things, because I'm not good at having 2 channels. One will die, the other will thrive. So I'm just gonna combine them, because this channel isn't completely about fitness. It's really just about my thoughts and what I think. And I wanna share what I think about different things that I think of, like makeup or wigs or other stuff. So if you don't want me to post these things and you're not interested in those types of videos, all you have to do, one-step process is to not click on it. That's it. I know. Easy, right? That's it. That's all you have to do. All right, we're all good. I will see you guys next video.